Welcome back to GamecocksOnline.com. I'm here with head track and field coach Curtis Frye on the eve of the start of the SEC Championships. Coach, talk about your feelings personally heading into this meet. You had a lot of momentum from Penn Relays. You had a week off to kind of heal up. So what's your thoughts now on the night before?
Hey, similar. I mean, we had what I think is we have a great experience for our student athletes. I mean, I think it's second to none. To get the opportunity to be in the SEC in the first place is an opportunity that narrows itself to a few track athletes in the world, and track is the number one sport in the world when in the Olympic year. So after tonight, what we have traditionally is where our kids get to express that are seniors what the SEC means to them, what their teammates mean to them, and why they really did this. So I'm right now excited and emotional because we have kids like Auntie Johnson who's been through some other things in her life where her struggles to survive and live and have her body go through changes, and to have kids who've lost family members, and to have kids who come from environments where it was inner cities and their best friends were killed, or kids who've gone through issues with us and grow. And then I think back about other kids, as they mentioned, as though this is an isolated island for them. But then I think of the kids who've come through, the 500 other kids who got a chance to go to the SEC in these 20 years. And to realize that those kids right there are going to be just like the other Gamecocks that's been through here. The Gamecock with that spirit is a tough, tough bird. And I think here the burdens and the pains and the having this fall no place to train and to have through the years to have where they didn't have an outdoor facility and an indoor facility square, and to know, to go through those things and to come out that tough Gamecock, not just a tough Gamecock athlete, but that Gamecock. The one that takes burdens and takes lemons and make lemonade. And I think that was a part of the story, and it's the one I heard from Lisa Messapika to Don Ellaby to Terrence Trammell. And it's the story that you hear from Natasha Hastings. And as we've seen kids come up through this program, they've gone through some injuries, they've gone through struggles, they've gone through tragedies in their life. We've had kids that been on this team this year. That one kid lost, over the 4 years, lost both grandparents who were very close to her in her life. And so we've had those kind of things go, and to see my staff be able to help them minister to and mentor, and to think about how wonderful they are, that they graduated from the University of South Carolina, and to hear Ashley Miller's story to talk about why you run. Not because you were being the number one runner, but because it's to challenge yourself to try to run against number one runners. And to have Sullivan to say that he went on his visits and he saw his high school records be the best. He could have had the PRs that were on the board of some colleges. And we don't even have a distance program, but he wanted to go against the best distance runners in the country. So he chose the University of South Carolina athletics. He could have went to school anywhere in the country academically, Ivy League, but he wanted to come and get in a league where he could get a chance to compete at the highest athletic league. He got a quality education here, but for a senior to say things like that, I chose this school so I could have an opportunity to compete in the SEC. So how do I feel tonight? I'm excited because they're excited, and my seniors have been great leaders. To have Drew say that he came here with 1 year left as a graduate student, and to challenge the juniors to be the kind of leadership that he saw this year, where when they see an athlete who maybe finished last in a race but see three people wait for them and cool down with them and go hug them, and they be from a different event. That's kind of the story of the family of the University of South Carolina's track program. It's not that we only hug the winner, we hug the person that's given their best. And that's kind of the Gamecock way. That's that spur on the edge of that butt-kicking chicken. And that's what I got out of that thing tonight. It got me fired up. Yes, are we going to give it our all? That's exactly what we're going to get tomorrow. Is it good enough to be the SEC top 5, top 6? That's yet to be seen. On paper, we got to give it everything we got, get some more, and hope for some luck. And then we got to hope everybody else doesn't get their best result. Finishing better than last year is our goal, but the one thing is, I know this, we're going to give it everything we got, because that group of kids in there are fighters and they got that spur on.
And now, coming into the meet, you had a lot of questions where, some had injuries, some were, getting back and shaking off the rust. So, now coming into the meet, where do you think you stand?
We actually don't think about the fact of who's got an injury. At SEC meet, you don't have injuries. You just bring what you got. I mean, the injury at the SEC time, nobody that's lined up beside you is going to give you an extra start because you've been injured for the last 3 weeks. So you just that's an excuse. An injury is or to not have raced in the last 3 weeks because you've had a concussion. That nobody here in the SEC. They don't care. When they get ready for the gun, it's going to be performance. Our athletes, that's the attitude we have. It's, we don't know the other guy's situation. He doesn't know our situation. And far as we're concerned, it is what it is. It's the score. Like I think Precious told me, she says, "What's the point, Coach? My spikes, they put theirs on, I put mine on. What's the point? They don't. My Achilles has been about. What's the point? I mean, nobody needs to know that my Achilles hurt. I don't even think of my Achilles. All I know is this is the SEC, and I love it when an athlete tells me don't build no excuse for me."
And now, looking ahead to tomorrow's events, you have the multi starting up. You have Alex and Sarah both coming off of career performances and last time out. Then you also have a few field finals. So on the first day, what are you kind of looking for, and what are you excited about?
I think advancement. You got to advance the fight another day. That means you got to have one of the top 9 performances tomorrow, and that's all I expect tomorrow from each one of the events. Get one of the top 9 to advance, and then in the 10K, hey, what can happen? That's our scoring event tomorrow, and Mary Riza and the distance crew's running well. Personal best. Give it everything you got. Come out better than you came in. And then we'll see where that falls. I think we got an outside chance of scoring in the 10K. A big thing is tomorrow night I don't want to be sitting and talking about 3 girls that ran their personal best at this time. And where that lets them fall, I don't know, but I think they'll be quite excited about having come to college and improved their times and gotten in the SEC championship and had their best race of the year. The 200 meters, I think we got 2 athletes going to have a good chance of getting through on the men's side. And on in the men's intermediate hurdles, I think we got an outside chance of having 2 guys, but UC should have a good chance of getting in. He's one of the top 3 seeds in the meet, so barring anything, he should get through. And Tyler hadn't raced in quite a while, but Tyler's a great athlete, and so it's any day, any given day. Tyler's got a chance to be anywhere on that chart, from the 17th person that's running or the number top 3. So it's what day is Tyler's having tomorrow. I mean, and so she's got the ability, and she's got a lot of people believing in her, and this is possibly her last SEC outdoor meet. So I think she'll give us a great performance. Hey, graduation's over, the gala's over, the pen relay's over. This is our next round of championships. Advance some people to the regionals for the NCAA so that we can come back with a handful of All-Americans. There are lots of things left here at the SEC. This right here, I think we're ranked number 22 in the country on the men's side. I think we're better than that. I think after this week, that gives us a chance to indicate that after this meet. But really, this meet is a prelude to what really matters, what really people. The SEC Finals is a great meet, but the big deal is who's standing last at the NC2As, and that's what's probably remembered the most. But we living in the moment. If you take care of the moment, you have to take care of this moment to take care of the next moment. And we can't look to the future. We got to look to the present, get through, be healthy, and give ourselves a chance on Saturday to have some great performances in the finals.
Thanks for your time, Coach.